It's Steve Cook with Premier Guitar. Oh, whoa, let me back up. Yakshimash. Was that right? Is that good? I'll explain in a second. Steve Cook with Premier Guitar, premierguitar.com, and today we are looking at the Vandall-500 from Taurus. Now the reason I said hello in Polish at the top of the piece was because they are made in Poland. Look at this little guy. Powerful. 2 preamp, solid state, Class D, 500 watts, into 4 ohms. I sound like a used car salesman, but these are the features. Compact, as you can see, and let me get this for, I never do this. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. This is the case it came in. Okay, now why doesn't everybody do this? This is the best. A Pelican type case, heavy duty, come on with it. Yeah, I like it. All right, back down here. Is that right? Is that right? All right, so Vandall-500, 500 watts, Class D power, compact. Let's go through these front panel features. Right now, well, before we do that, I always get caught up, I get excited. Let's talk about the signal chain, which will explain things here in a second. But this is a Yamaha BB into the Vandall-500, coming out of the DI into an Apogee Quartet into Pro Tools. Now, I'm running this bass, which is an active passive, but I'm running it passive, and I have it plugged into passive. Of course, you can have it active. Here's your mute switch. Then we have our gain control. We have a character control. Now, what this does is this will go between the tube and the solid state. Now, we'll hear that shortly. But the tube is, what that's going to do is that's going to add some compression and a little bit of crispy, not crispy, but a little bit of drive to it. And then the solid state gets a little bit more rich. So then we have the bass control. And over here, we have this little mini toggle down here. This is a bass cut. This is an off, and this is a bass boost. Go through those in a second. This is the middle, which is basically the mid-range. This is the frequency control, so you can leave that centered on the mids and nothing happens, obviously. We can move this up. What that's going to do is that's going to boost at 600. And then we can go this. Great grammar, Steve. We can move this control all the way to the top, and it will boost it to 1.5. So we can get crusty with that shortly. Again, we have treble control with a cut, off, and a boost switch. And then we have our master volume. We have the peak and the indicators that let you know when you're running that amp a little bit too hot. If you are, it'll shut down for 4 seconds, then kick back in. So this is the back panel of the Vandall-500. Very simple, power switch. This is our universal power cable. Cooling fan. This is our DI, the XLR out. Pre and post. This is our ground lift. This is our line level out. Speak on connection. And effects send and return. Let us talk about some of the tone on this amp. So we haven't really changed anything from the top of the piece, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero everything out and get into what this amp can do. Sounds pretty nice. Now let's boost. I'm going to go, I don't know which one. What do you want to do? Solid state or tube first? Let's go solid state first. So we're going to go all the way solid state on this side of it. So you can hear how it's getting a little crispy. Now let's go to this tube side, and you can hear what it does there. So it gets a little bit more aggressive. Okay, I'm hearing this, and now I want to do this. I want to go a little bit more bass. Let's go ahead and boost that. Maybe roll off some mids. Let's do that. A little bit of this. I'm going to grab my pick. Now that we're... So again, that's with the tube side on it, which is pretty cool, if I'm allowed to say such things. And that's with that bass boosted. So that's pretty happening. So let's go ahead and pull that bass back off, and I'm going to roll you back down, and I'm going to go back solid state side. right, now we're gonna go back into smiley range. So we're gonna add a little bit of bass, add a little bit of treble. So now you've got this really crispy, super funky, modern kind of a thing happening. Again, so we just went from, dare I say, another amp company that uses very tall and big wide amplifiers to another company that sounds like, you know, really crispy and tight. So you have, what I'm trying to say is you have a lot of range, and I haven't really done a whole lot with the EQ yet. So that's pretty encouraging if you're in the market for an amplifier that does a lot of different things. So let us go back and mess with this frequency control here in the middle. And that's when we're taking those mids out. And let us put them back in. Okay, so now I'm going to go back with that mid boosted, and then I'm going all tube. So again, you're talking about a powerful amplifier. You have tone for days, a solid chassis, super easy layout. If you have a chance to hear one of these for yourself, please do. Go to your local store and check one out. For Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com, this is Steve Cook. Play music, practice, live life, eat your vegetables, all those things. Have fun. That's the most important thing.